Why do you self-sabotage a good relationship? Why do you push away what you say you've always wanted? Why do you flinch when someone sees you clearly, really sees you and chooses to stay? Is it because it's too unfamiliar? Because I think deep down chaos has become your comfort zone. Silence makes you nervous unless it's laced with tension. Peace feels like the calm before a storm, not a destination. I think you grew up confusing anxiety for excitement. You learned that love was something earned and not given, something you had to prove you were worthy of, and not something you just got to receive. So when someone shows up and says, I choose you as you are, why do you become so suspicious? You wait for the catch. You start scanning the room for exits. You memorize the flaws in their face before you memorize the softness in their eyes. So you create little fires, you test them. You pull away to see if they'll chase. You say things you don't mean just to see if they'll still call the next morning. You keep one foot out the door just in case they eventually leave. So at least you can say it was on your terms. It's confusing. It's not that you don't love them. It's not that you don't want to stay. It's just that somewhere in your mind, love is linked to pain, and safety feels like a lie dressed in soft clothing. You mistake stillness for stagnancy, kindness for pity, consistency for boredom. Because you've never seen healthy love up close before. You've only seen people yell and slam doors and leave when it got too quiet. So now, quiet feels threatening. It's funny because it's not your fault, not entirely. You were shaped by broken models of love and taught that affection had to be earned and not received freely. So you give them a version of yourself that's hard to hold. You become distant. You withdraw when you need closeness the most. And tell yourself it's just protecting you. What you're really doing is building a cage. Because if they leave, you can stay. You can finally say you knew it, you saw it coming. People always leave. That's the trap, isn't it? You say you're afraid of being abandoned, but what you're really afraid of is being known. Because to be known is to be seen, and to be seen is to risk rejection, not just of your mask, but of the you underneath it. Same person who still hears old voices saying that you're too much, and you believe. So every time someone tries to love you fully, you sabotage it. You're missing out on the very thing you claim to want, is what I'll say. Because real love, I'll tell you, real love is patient. It's not eternal. It gets tired sometimes. Even the most understanding people eventually stop knocking. When they leave, not because they stop loving you, but because you wouldn't let them in. You have this thing of calling it proof that love isn't real. You say people always leave. You say, I want someone to choose me, but every time someone does, why do you push them away before they can get too close? Is it a wound you haven't healed from? The scariest thing for you isn't heartbreak. You're used to that. It's intimacy. Honest, consistent, real intimacy. But now you have to decide whether you have to keep burning bridges just to feel warm, if you'll finally let someone in. Even if it terrifies you, even if it hurts just a little bit, even if it means letting go of the story that says you're unworthy of being loved right where you are. Because love cannot fill you if you're too busy running from the parts of yourself that deserve it the most. Isn't that lovely?